Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to tell about a story which is called Benny's Bamboo Bubblegum Bounce. Enjoy it! Once upon a time in the lush green forests of Bamboo Grove, there lived a curious little panda named Benny. Benny was no ordinary panda. He had a sweet tooth like no other, and his favorite treat in the whole world was bubblegum. Not just any bubblegum, mind you, but the magical bamboo bubblegum made by the elder pandas in the village. Every morning, Benny would wake up to the delightful aroma of freshly made bamboo bubblegum wafting through the air. His eyes would sparkle with excitement as he imagined the sugary sweetness bursting in his mouth. But there was one problem: Benny was too young to make his own bubblegum. Darn it! Benny would mutter to himself, watching the elder pandas crafting their delicious treats. When will I be old enough to make my own bubblegum? One sunny morning, as Benny was wandering through the bamboo forest, he stumbled upon a hidden clearing he had never seen before. In the center of the clearing stood a majestic old tree with branches reaching up to the sky. At the base of the tree lay a forgotten, dusty old chest. Intrigued, Benny approached the chest and carefully lifted the heavy lid. To his amazement, inside the chest lay a treasure trove of ingredients: bamboo shoots, honey, and a mysterious jar labeled bubblegum essence. "Wow!" exclaimed Benny, his eyes widening with excitement. Could this be the secret recipe for bamboo bubblegum? Without hesitation, Benny decided to try his luck at making his own bubblegum. With the help of his forest friends, a wise old owl named Ollie and a playful squirrel named Sammy, Benny gathered the bamboo shoots, honey, and bubblegum essence. Together, they mixed and stirred, following the instructions Benny found tucked inside the jar. As the concoction bubbled and boiled, a sweet aroma filled the air, and soon, they had created a batch of bubblegum that sparkled like the morning dew on the bamboo leaves. Benny couldn't contain his excitement as he popped a piece of the homemade bubblegum into his mouth. The flavors danced on his tongue, and he knew he had succeeded. From that day on, Benny became known as the Bubblegum Panda of Bamboo Grove, delighting his friends and family with his delicious creations. And as for the secret clearing, it became a gathering place for all the young pandas eager to learn the art of bubblegum making. Little did Benny know, his adventure was just beginning, and more surprises awaited him in the enchanting bamboo forest. As word spread of Benny's bubblegum making skills, the annual Bamboo Grove Festival was fast approaching. This year's festival promised to be the grandest yet, with competitions, games, and, of course, plenty of delicious treats. Benny's friends, Ollie the owl and Sammy the squirrel, were buzzing with excitement as they helped him prepare for the festival. Together, they gathered the finest bamboo shoots and honey, ready to showcase Benny's bubblegum to the whole village. But Benny's joy turned to worry when he learned about the festival's main event, the Great Bubblegum Bake-Off. It was a prestigious competition where the best bubblegum makers from all over the forest would showcase their creations. "I don't know, guys," Benny fretted, chewing nervously on a piece of his homemade bubblegum. "What if my bubblegum isn't good enough for the bake-off?" "Don't worry, Benny," Ollie reassured him, perching on his shoulder. "Your bubblegum is amazing. Just believe in yourself, and everything will turn out fine." With Ollie and Sammy's encouragement, Benny decided to enter the bake-off. He spent days perfecting his recipe, tweaking the ingredients and flavors until he was satisfied it was the best bubblegum he had ever made. Finally, the day of the festival arrived, and the air was filled with excitement and anticipation. Benny and his friends proudly displayed their bubblegum at their stall, surrounded by the tantalizing aroma of sweet treats. As the villagers wandered past, sampling the various delights on offer, Benny couldn't help but feel nervous. What if his bubblegum didn't impress the judges? What if he let his friends down? But just as Benny was starting to doubt himself, he heard a familiar voice calling out from the crowd. "Benny! Over here!" It was Mei-Li, Benny's best friend and fellow bubblegum enthusiast. With a beaming smile, she approached Benny's stall, holding a tray of her own homemade bubblegum. "I heard you were entering the bake-off," Mei-Li said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "I couldn't miss the chance to compete against you." Benny's heart swelled with gratitude as he realized he wasn't alone in his quest. With Mei-Li by his side, he felt a newfound sense of confidence and determination. As the judges made their rounds, tasting each entry with meticulous care, Benny and Mei-Li watched nervously, their hearts pounding with anticipation. And then, finally, the moment of truth arrived. The judges gathered on stage, their faces solemn as they deliberated over the entries. After what felt like an eternity, they announced the winner of the Great Bubblegum Bake-Off. And the winner is Benny and Mei-Li. The crowd erupted into cheers and applause as Benny and Mei-Li were crowned joint champions of the bake-off. Tears of joy streamed down Benny's cheeks as he hugged Mei-Li tightly, overwhelmed with happiness and gratitude. Together, they had proven that with a little courage, determination, and friendship, anything was possible. And as they celebrated their victory with their friends and family, Benny knew that his bubblegum adventures were far from over. With the Bamboo Grove Festival behind them and their victory in the Great Bubblegum Bake-Off celebrated, Benny and Mei-Li's spirits were higher than ever. But little did they know, their greatest adventure was about to begin. One sunny afternoon, as Benny and Mei-Li were relaxing by the tranquil waters of the Bamboo River, they were approached by a mysterious figure cloaked in shadows. "Greetings, young pandas," the figure said, his voice tinged with an air of mystery. "I have a quest for you, a quest that will test your courage, intelligence, and, most importantly, your love for bubblegum." Benny and Mei-Li exchanged curious glances, their interest piqued by the stranger's words. "What kind of quest?" Benny asked, his curiosity getting the better of him. The figure stepped forward, revealing himself to be none other than Master Wu, the legendary guardian of the Bamboo Grove. "I have long guarded the secrets of this forest," Master Wu explained, his eyes shining with wisdom. "But now, I require your help to protect the most precious treasure of all, the Sacred Bubblegum Tree." Benny and Mei-Li gasped in astonishment. The Sacred Bubblegum Tree was said to possess magical powers, capable of granting wishes to those pure of heart. "But why us?" Mei-Li asked, her voice filled with wonder. "Because you have shown courage, kindness, and a deep love for bubblegum," Master Wu replied. "Only those with pure intentions can undertake this quest." Determined to prove themselves worthy of the challenge, Benny and Mei-Li eagerly accepted Master Wu's quest. With his guidance, they set off on a perilous journey through the heart of the bamboo forest, facing challenges and obstacles at every turn. But through their bravery, teamwork, and unwavering friendship, Benny and Mei-Li overcame every obstacle in their path. They braved treacherous paths, outwitted cunning adversaries, and even confronted their own doubts and fears. Finally, after days of trials and tribulations, they reached the heart of the forest, where the sacred bubblegum tree stood tall and majestic, its branches laden with shimmering bubbles of every color imaginable. With bated breath, Benny and Mei-Li approached the tree, their hearts pounding with excitement and anticipation. And as they reached out to pluck a bubble from its branches, they felt a surge of magic coursing through their veins. In that moment, their deepest wishes were granted, Benny's dream of becoming a master bubblegum maker, and Mei-Li's desire to explore the world beyond the bamboo forest. As they gazed up at the sacred bubblegum tree, their hearts filled with gratitude for the magical adventure they had shared. And as they journeyed back to Bamboo Grove, hand in hand, they knew that their friendship and love for bubblegum would guide them on many more adventures in the years to come. And so, dear readers, ends the tale of Benny's Bamboo Bubblegum Bounce, a story of courage, friendship, and the magical power of bubblegum. But remember, the adventure never truly ends for those who believe in the magic of the forest and the power of their dreams. And who knows? Perhaps one day, you too will embark on your own bubblegum adventure, discovering the wonders that await in the enchanting world of Bamboo Grove. I hope you enjoy listening to Benny's Bamboo Bubblegum Bounce.